And suddenly the house is on fire. And suddenly, the house is on fire. The house is on fire. And suddenly, the house is on fire. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. The house is on fire.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in tonight. I got 3 people, but I had 5 thumbs up, so who really knows? Oh, 6 thumbs up. So thank you so much for being here tonight. For those that didn't know, I am sick, and I've been sick for about 4 days now with this cold, and then prior to that, I had eye problems. I am a mess. So I was dealing with all of that. So thank you guys for coming in tonight and hanging out. I did put the link in the side chat, so if anybody wants to come up, they can. And that'd be great. Oh, man. Let's see what we have going on tonight. I don't know who the other 2 people are watching. They're probably just waiting patiently or something. For me to say something, but hello 4 people. Thank you for arriving this evening. By the way, YouTube does this weird thing now. I think it's weird about the watching part, like how many people it tells me and stuff. It does something freaking weird and flashes it at the bottom of my screen. Now it says there's 5, but my melon says there's 4, so I don't know. Thanks for the hearts. I got 7 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Hit the like button and make an interaction. Say something in the side chat, please. That helps me out. So, okay, so I had several things going on today, and I will tell you about it. So my first thing was, hey, Andel. Oh, Ginger, thank you. So you're so nice. Oh, so you're just saying something. Thanks, Gary. Gary, you were cracking me up last night. I was laughing so hard at your comments in the side chat. It was making me laugh so hard. Thank you, Ginger. Seriously, that's really sweet of you. Somehow Melon and StreamYard, or not StreamYard, Streamlabs, doesn't post across the screen anymore when I get a donation. So thank you so much. Thank you for helping out my channel. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm kind of sick, but it's kind of a weird sickness. Started off with a minor sore throat. Now I just have a minor cold. I wouldn't call it a full-blown cold because it's not anything I can't handle, but yet it's just there to be annoying. So that's what I have going on. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my eye because I've been having major issues with that. So when was it? Back in May? June or May? I can't remember. I think it was May. I was super sick. I had been super sick for a couple months, actually, because my son kept bringing home stuff. Well, I ended up getting pink eye twice in my one eye. This one. No, it's this one. I was looking at the screen. This one. So I was having lots of problems with it. And then somebody told me, hey, pink eye, when you get it, it temporarily like messes up your tear ducts. Hey, thanks for coming in. I do have the link out there, so if somebody wants to come up, they can. So anyway, I had pink eye. So I don't know if it was from the pink eye or if it was from the antibiotics that I took for the pink eye. But either way, I developed dry eye. And it's hell annoying. Like, I couldn't put my contacts in. I just had severe problems. So I actually had such a headache and such an issue like around this eye so bad. I called I don't even have an eye doctor, honestly. I'm one of those people that just bounce around, find out where the cheapest prescription I can get and go from there. So I finally went to an eye doctor slash eye surgeon place that my insurance covered. And the guy looked at my eye and he's like, yeah, he's like, your eye is not wiping out. He gave me a percentage of your tear ducts or tears or whatever. So I wasn't producing enough tears. So he told me to use Visine. Okay, dry eye for Visine, whatever. So I had been using that and it kind of works. But over the past couple weeks, the previous week, like my eye hurt so bad that I couldn't even look at a screen. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, this is horrible. So my sister-in-law works for an eye surgeon. And she was telling me, oh, don't use Visine. She's like, our doctors never recommend Visine. It's horrible. So I'm taking this other stuff that's over the counter and it's really awesome. And I can use it with my contacts. Works perfect. So I'm putting that in my eye and it does. It takes my headache and my eye strain like away instantly. Okay. But I'm still using these contacts. And I wanted to buy my eyeglasses on Zini or whatever because it's cheap. I wanted to get like 3 pairs or something, and just stuff the other 2 pairs away for another rainy day just in case I needed them. Yo, what's up, Shawnee? Thanks for coming in. But anyway, I haven't ordered them yet because it's super confusing for me. Like, I don't want to order a bunch of glasses on my HSA and then have to return them, and so I just haven't did it yet. And whatever. But I'm glad I didn't. And I will tell you why. Okay, so I had a minor issue with my eye doctor. I had, that first week when you go to the eye doctor, they give you contacts, you try them out for a week, and then you can call them or you go in for your follow-up appointment and say, hey, I like these contacts. I would like to order a year's supply. So I did that, but I didn't go in. He told me I could just call him, which saved me a trip from having to pay for another visit. So I call him and I said, hey, I'm like, I love these contacts. They really worked. Same as my old ones. I like these ones, so I'm going to stick with them. And then I'm like, I would like to order a year supply. And they're like, oh, okay. The girl's so nice on the phone, tell me that even if I needed help ordering on Zini, that she could help me with the measurements and blah, blah, blah. Cool. Sounds like a pretty good plan. So I waited and waited and waited. This was in May, and it was about June 23rd. And I call because I thought it was really weird that they haven't called me about my contacts at all. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I call and I get this woman and she's like, oh, we never ordered them. Why? And I had been waiting all this time for my contacts and never got them. So I'm like, well, you guys, I ordered my contacts literally a week after my appointment. And I've been waiting this entire time for you guys to call me. She's like, oh, well, we'll get them in. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So a couple weeks or whatever go by and I go and I get them. And I didn't think about it at the time because typically when you go to the eye doctor, everything is right. Everything works. So I put them in a drawer. I still had like 2 pairs because I stretch my contacts. My last time I purchased contacts was like 5 years ago. I stretched them out. So I still had a pair left for my old prescription. and my eyes are fine. I put those in. I wore those for months, and I just opened this box. I hadn't even used them yet. I put them in my eyes, and I go outside, and I am like freaking blinded by the light. Like it made my eyes so sensitive to the light. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm thinking all this time it's my dry eye. Like, I was thinking I'm just having issues, you know? So I go back inside and I go to, like, I sit down on the couch and I go to read something. And, like, there's stuff on the screen that's coming up, like, on the bottom of the screen in really large print. I'm like, I can read that, but it's blurry. Like, something's not right. So I go and I I take them out because it's making my eyes hurt. Sorry, I'm coughing. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, something is really weird. So I have my prescriptions that they wrote out for me because I was going to order my glasses online. So I go and I grab that real quick and I take a look at my boxes just to make sure because I was like, something is not right. So I look at my prescription and I look at the box and it's not right. It's not the same prescription. How the hell they messed that up, I do not know. But my one box read negative 1.75 and the other one was negative 2.0. That wasn't even my prescription at all. Like, not even close. So I'm kind of mad because now I ordered them in June. It's now November. I'm just getting around to wearing them and my prescription is wrong. Kind of pissed. I'm thinking it's my eye, and here it's not my eye, it's their damn prescription. When I did my glasses, the doctor was on a dang TV screen, and the assistant set the machine up and left the room with the doctor controlling through the TV. How did that even work? Needless to say, my glasses suck, and I have to take them off to see up close. I got a color change lenses too. Oh gosh, I hate that. These are color change lenses and I hate them. I go outside and I come back in and it's so dark I can't see. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall or something. Not that I'm gonna fall. I'm not 80, but I'm so sorry guys for coughing. But I just like, I'm kind of pissed off about that. So anyway, I'm just hoping that they can get that straightened out and that they will switch the boxes to my prescription because if not, there's going to be a real problem. Because I paid like $200. Actually, my insurance paid for it. Because it's expensive to get a full year supply. And usually I get a full year supply and I buy some cheap glasses, you know. And you know, I'm just kind of irritated. I don't know. And that's kind of like what my title is about. Mean people, where they can stick it. Because customer service nowadays just like does not exist whatsoever. They better do it at no cost to you. Now you got to wait. Yeah, I got to wait for the correct ones unless they have them in stock. But I'm just kind of irritated because I already have a problem with my one eye and I'm dealing with that. And I thought it was my eye. So I'm glad it's not my eye, that it's my contacts, because I thought, because with dry eye, you can get blurred vision and stuff. And I have been getting like ocular migraines and stuff. And it's from switching back and forth from my contacts to my glasses because the prescription is not even the same. And yeah, so I'm just kind of irritated by that, to say the least. I have dry eye, bad with my lupus. Feel ya. Yeah, it sucks. And you know, hey Shadow, thanks for coming in. Hello. Thanks for coming up, dude. appreciate
just got done off of Joe's. I was up on his panel there at the
Oh,
last.
you were? I was going to go up, but I had to put Fred to bed. So, and then he wasn't cooperating and it was a mess. So, but yeah, so I'm hoping I'm going to go there tomorrow instead of calling on the phone. I am really old fashioned when it comes to stuff like that. I'd rather just go there and talk to somebody face to face versus on the phone, because things can just get misstrued over the phone and they don't understand what you're talking about. And I'd rather just go up there and talk to them face to face, show them my prescription and show them the 2 boxes of contacts that they've given me. You know, I'm kind of irritated by that, because I was kind of impressed by the doctor, because he did ask me to take a bunch of vitamins and stuff for my eye. And I was like, okay, well, this doctor's pretty cool. You know, I was impressed by that, but I'm apparently just not impressed by their customer service, because they totally got that wrong. And good thing I don't rely solely on my contacts, because if I did, I'd be blind and wouldn't be able to drive.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for coming in. Thanks for having breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, raring to go. I don't know why. And I didn't know what to do. So I started cooking spaghetti sauce for lunch. And that was cooking for like a couple hours. Had that going. I made spaghetti and did all that this morning. And then Dr. Paula Ruffin got me on taking my vitamin D. So I took about 20 pills of vitamin D. No, I took about 6 vitamin D this afternoon. And I'm just raring to go, and I feel really good. And actually, I probably should continue to take vitamin D. So that is probably what's really going on with me. Anyway, my other pet peeve, it's bra off a clock. Yeah, that's what it is. Bra off a clock. That's funny. One thing I also wanted to talk about, and I don't know if you guys can agree with me, but I'm just kind of irritated with social media in general. I always have been, but I think social media just gives a place for people to voice their opinions that they wouldn't normally voice to your face. And I'll tell you something. And I'm sorry, I don't typically have a political platform on social media. I kind of scoot around it a little bit, and I do make fun of people like Nancy Pelosi, because come on, who doesn't? Look at her. But I do, and I scoot around it a little bit, okay? I typically don't like to voice my political opinion, but I have a strong belief about Ohio and issue 1 that is going on right now. And I have a really strong opinion about it, because I was adopted. So if I was aborted, then I wouldn't be alive today. So I have a strong opinion about it. Well, with that, somebody made a comment, which I don't think that they would have normally made a comment like this face to face. And it was, I wish my mom would have aborted me. And I'm like, my husband read it and was like, what in the hell is wrong with this person? And I read it and I was like, I don't know what to do. Should I erase it? Should I comment on it? Like, what is wrong with you?
So her comment was that she wished her mom had aborted her, then, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Some people just can't deal with social interaction at all, and they get very depressed, and they get very, oh, my life sucks. It says I don't, it's like, what comes to mind is I was watching Beetlejuice, and what most people don't realize that what's her name's character in Beetlejuice was all dressed in black. Oh, my life's a pit. My life's that's the way some people are, and they can't see they can't see. They can't see the roses growing off in the corner. Sunglasses on. That
Yeah, the thing is like if you can't say something that you wouldn't say to somebody's face, don't say it.
Well, so people
Like,
like
that's
that say
not
it to people's face.
Like
People
that's not something you would say though in a normal conversation. People that say that are not normal. There is definitely something wrong.
Or they just had such a bad thing, and they were never taught how to deal with problems.
Yeah.
Their parents didn't teach them self-respect, didn't teach them how to, all right, this goes wrong. This is how you fix it. You get out there and you do something about it.
Hey, Garden State Gardener. Thanks for coming in,
Hey,
Joe.
Joe, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, we don't see him at all. But yeah, so that just really bothered me. I also have an issue with people who just read the title of something and assume that it's about them, or assume they know they read the article, assume that they read the article because they read the title, and they make a full-on opinion about what they read just from the title.
Mm-hmm.
That also bothers me because I usually read the entire article, and I don't just read the title or look at the picture and assume that's what it is and make a full-on.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been reading. When I do the midnight ride, I read some of the news headlines, and you get down there, it's like the headline is not what's going on, what the story is really about, and it's just saying that it's clickbait for the news organization. Yeah, you got people. Oh, what's going on? Oh crap! That's not what's going on.
And people fall for that completely. They fall for the clickbait every time, though. Yeah. I'm like, really? Every time you're going to fall for the clickbait? I don't know. Either way, I always read before I comment on something. Sometimes people just want to be smart butts and think they are being cute or even sometimes helpful. Some just want attention. Hey, Grandma Karen, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, sometimes I'll make comments on the news articles and stuff after I've read everything, and someone goes inadvertently. I'll get 3 or 4 thumbs up. All right, good, good outlook on it. And they go in there, what are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, and then I come back to them. You didn't read the whole article, did you? That's all I say. You didn't read the whole article, did you? And what's funny is other people get into, yeah, I think you're right. Their comments are totally whack for what the article says.
Yeah. Or just like, I don't know, open it up and scan over it real quick.
Oh, he's here. The Colonel's here.
The Colonel is here. He is. He's listening.
Hey, Chris.
But yeah, so I just have a problem with that. And I have a problem with people that are just mean on social media, just to be mean on social media. They think that it doesn't, because it's social media, and they can hide that it doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah. One of these times, some of these people, someone's going to know who they are and see them on the street, walk up to them and just punch them in the nose.
Hey, GGB.
Someone wanted to say hi.
Hi.
How are you? Good night. What did you want to tell Miss Courtney about her spaghetti sauce recipe, her Sunday sauce?
It was really good.
Oh, you liked the sauce, did you?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad.
Wow.
Bye. Good night.
Have a good night, sweetie.
All right.
I just came over from a channel that was degrading another channel. I watched the channel. They are degrading. Yeah, you should definitely not do that. It's tough, though. Right now, there's a bunch of ass wipes all over YouTube. And it's really hard not to say something. I have to bite my tongue. I'm a person that will just come out and say something typically. But this is my business. And I try to treat it as such. And I try to be a professional person. But it is very hard to bite my tongue sometimes. Very hard. Oh, well, good. I'm glad I made her night. And I'm glad you enjoyed that. Like, it was hard for me to find the right, because I have, seriously, I have like almost 200 jars of tomato sauce in my basement, right? From over the years. And I'm pulling from 2022 right now. And so, and it was hard to find like the right balance. Like, it was too watery, or it was not sweet enough, or, you know, so I was trying hard to find the right balance for my sauce. Then I added that spice packet, and it made it taste like spaghetti sauce. And I don't necessarily have to add sugar or anything like that. Though there are sometimes I do add brown sugar. I really like brown sugar in my spaghetti sauce. It makes it taste different. It makes it taste good. So, yeah, that's the thing, is I would love to call people out. I just don't want to. I don't want to waste my time. And typically, a lot of times when you call somebody out, that's what they want. And because they're attention seekers, and so they need that validation that they really got you, that they really poked you enough for you to say something. So a lot of times I don't want to give somebody that validation, because I just don't, yeah. You know, but it's really tough. It's really hard for me to bite my tongue, because I'm a very outspoken person. And so
I get a lot of weird comments on my one video about the lantern fuels and stuff. And what's funny is, I mean, the one person came out and said, all I got out of this is that diesel and kerosene are the same. And I couldn't help myself. I go, wow. I replied, wow, I guess you weren't paying attention and actually watching the video for the whole thing. Because I explained everything in it. And I said, you know, maybe you ought to go back and watch it again, and with a notebook, and take down notes. No comment from them. No comment from them again. I guess I hit them right between the eyes of that one.
Yeah, really. I figured if it is clickbait, I can choose whether to watch it or not. Yes. Oh, hey, Diggs. Thanks for coming in, dude. Grammy Ken, for sure. You can choose, but some people don't choose.
Yeah.
They just assume by looking at it. And I read that a lot in the chats. One thing I do have to say is I'm kind of I try to be funny. Sometimes I'm not funny. Okay. And whatever. I'm kind of dorky. So I just put out a video about, it was the stupidest video, guys. It was so stupid, but it reached like 5,000 views in a couple of days. And it was me frying an egg. Okay. And
that was hilarious.
And so I used I love Gordon Ramsay, by the way. Love him. And I used his voice in the thing about him doing eggs Benedict. Okay. I know I was not cooking eggs Benedict. Okay. But I was frying an egg. I thought it was funny. Okay. And somebody posted in the chat something, or in the comments, something really nasty that I like. How dare you try to fry an egg and not actually make eggs Benedict to Gordon Ramsay's voice or something. It was like ridiculous, but it was so nasty. And I was just like I don't know what I said, but I said, well, duh, I'm not making eggs Benedict. That was, it was just.
That was the joke.
That was it, but I guess some people, it just goes way over their head. Yeah, people can be ridiculous. They can be. And it's all because of social media and the fact that they feel like they can hide behind the computer and say and do whatever they want. And it's really, really sad if you live like that. So. Yeah. I'm allergic to orange juice, by the way. My daughter said one of her best videos was where people were arguing in the comments about her spaghetti sauce. It really bumped the video up because they were. I love that. I love it. That is great. I've never seen that video. I'm gonna have to watch it and read the comments. Sometimes when people are arguing like that, it's so interesting to read the comments. Like,
especially you get other people arguing on your. I'm not arguing. I'm just laughing at them.
I always love unattended positive results. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that it makes you mad because oh, I lost it.
Uh-oh.
Sorry guys, I lost
Yeah.
it. But anyway,
you went away first, then I went away. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
But you guys don't know, Grammy Karen's, they're the Stivers, okay? So they honestly, their videos are fabulous. There's nothing wrong with their videos.
Oh.
And if someone's going to make a nasty comment, they seriously must have an issue. They have an issue with life in general because their videos are great. It's a great family show. It's, you know, they have a little bit of cooking and they have Zach shows the animals and it's a great show. It's a family oriented show. And there's no reason to make a nasty comment. Oh, you put jalapenos in your fire cider like or something. I'm like, I don't know why somebody would get angry, but you know.
Because their recipe's the best, and if you didn't follow their recipe.
Oh, I guess. Like it's like that's like catty. That's like being catty, you know. Hello, Kate's Ben Yarnfield. Thank you so much for coming in. This is the first time I've seen you in here. She says, I actually feel sorry for those people because I have a very hard time believing that a truly happy person takes time out of their lives to make asinine comments. Yes. And there's a lot of asinine comments for sure. Working Blue. What's up, girl? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, so yeah, you have every right to be extremely proud of them. They've worked their way from, you know, all the way to the top. So they're doing absolutely wonderful. But yeah, so I just don't understand people and why they are the way they are and why they have to make a comment when it's really just, it's not even necessary most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you came over from Garden State Gardener. Yes, that is my partner. He's going to be my co-host. We're going to be working together. We have a new show, a new channel coming out, Grow Big TV. And we'll be interviewing people and stuff like that right off the bat. And we already have sponsors. MI Gardner is going to be our seed sponsor. And we are working on Pucker Butt. So we have a contract and we haven't signed it yet. But we are working very hard and to make something great for everybody. So I cannot wait to do that with Joe. Oh, cool. I'm super excited. We already have like 70 some subscribers over there. So we don't even
No. You're up.
Oh, we are. Haven't looked at it recently. So
you were at the last time Joe checked it was at 90.
Oh, cool.
And why is it not coming up here? Grow Big TV. Just trying to bring it up and it's not coming up.
Sorry, my husband just messaged me.
There it is. So currently at 90 subscribers.
At 90?
At 90.
Oh, we haven't reached 90 and we haven't even made a video yet.
Here's something interesting. There's another channel out there called Grow Big TV as well.
Yes, we're Grow Big TV with Joe and Korky.
They are cannabis grow videos.
Oh, maybe we could interview them sometime.
You want me to show you what it looks like here?
No. Thanks, sweetie. Appreciate you. We're at 91 now, she says.
91. Okay. Here, let me show you. This is hilarious. Share. So there's the second one down is Courtney and Joe, or Joe and Courtney. This is the cannabis grow one. So they got the cannabis grow lights.
Oh, nice.
And that's basically HPS and LED cannabis grow videos is what they are.
Nice. Yep, gotta love that. But it's okay.
Yeah.
We're something completely different, so.
Yeah. And soon you'll have all yours will all be up here instead of theirs.
Mm-hmm. I used to go to chat rooms all the time, every time.
You're going to love this. Most of their videos are from 12 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, 12 years ago, 11 years ago. So I don't think they've done a video in the last, let's
12
say,
years.
12, yeah. It's, you know, I'm looking at their videos here, and 10 years ago was their newest video. So I think they've gone by the wayside. They're just still up there.
Yeah, we're gonna have 100 probably subscribers before we even put out a video. So that's super exciting. Gardner Scott, I think, is going to be our first interview, and I'm excited to interview him. And at some point in time, we're going to be interviewing M.I. Gardner. And there's just a lot of things going on. So their cannabis channel, they are way too stoned to make a video now. Yeah, probably.
I wasn't going to say that, Diggs, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either that or they are sitting at the Gray Bar Motel. We're doing something wrong.
I just now got that. The Gray Bar. Yeah. Wah, wah. Sometimes things fly over my head. It's going to be awesome. Yes.
That's a joke from my dad when he was a kid.
That's funny. Did somebody say stoned? Okay, Blue. Okay, Blue. He cracked me up. But yeah, so people can be real nasty. And like, how do you work around that? How do you get past that? And you just have to keep moving on. And I've had people in the past be really nasty to me, and I've tried to just stop what I was doing. But the best thing I have decided to do was just move on and keep moving forward. Yeah, block it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some of them, you know, that I can tell they're not really trying to be mean, but they're trying to be a little bit nasty. Like, how my opinion's better. And what I'll do is I won't respond to their comment on my videos. I'll just keep it sitting off to the side there. And I'll give it 2 or 3 days to see if they change anything. And if not, then I just remove it.
Yeah.
And if they don't come back, if they don't make any more comments, it's like, okay, that is done. But if they keep coming back with nothing but negative videos, then I'll reply to them. I'll say, you know, I'm trying to teach people something good here. Don't need to have someone up here like you spouting out falsehoods. You're blocked.
Yeah.
And I'll put it out there, and then I'll block them. So they get the email, you know, they reply, and they can see you're blocked.
Yeah, Grandma Karen, exactly. The appearance of somebody shouldn't really matter. People are just so cruel. And by the way, there's nothing wrong, which she's beautiful. I think people are just, I don't know how to, they're just shallow, very shallow. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Right, Joe? We're at 91 subs right now without doing a video, which means we have the backup and we have the support of people, and they just gotta, you know, and that's great. I'm really excited.
And when your first video goes out, it's going to get shared all over the place.
Grandma Karen, I've never met her personally, but I spoke to them on the phone one time on Two Family Homestead when they did an interview with Sherry. But I think they're great. They just seem like they're down to earth people, and they're just showing you what they're doing and what they believe in. What's wrong with that? And I'm not on YouTube to judge people by, oh, you know, I don't like the way she looks, so I'm going to unsubscribe. That just sounds so ridiculous. Yes, I miss Sherry. I miss Two Family Homestead as well. Sherry's a really good friend of mine, and I just really, really miss them. And she did get a wheelchair recently, an electric one, so she thought about doing lives. So I'm hoping that is the case because I really, really miss them. Really miss them.
I miss their traveling roadshow.
Yeah, I miss that too. Yeah, Sherry came to visit me here right before she got sick, and we had both planned to do a Buckeye Sizzler event. So we were going to do a huge event in Ohio, and she got really sick then, and then we couldn't do it. So I hope that she can come back, and and I'm sure she really misses her friends. I'm sure she really misses everybody too. So 92 subs, woohoo!
And she is posting a lot on Facebook though.
Yeah,
she's able to do that, and that's she's still keeping her contacts. And
I've met a lot of awesome people from Two Family Homestead. And because of them, I made my channel. So yeah, so I owe a lot to them. Yep, there's the link if anybody wants to subscribe. There's Grow Big TV right there in the chat. So thanks, y'all. Thank you, Joe, for posting that. Oh, don't forget, y'all, if you want to, you can become a member for 99 cents a month. All you have to do is subscribe, or I'm not subscribed. Hit the button down there, and you can become a member. It's 99 cents a month. That's $12 a year. It's super inexpensive, and it's a lot of fun. Right now, I'm in the process. I'm going to publicize, make public all of my members only videos. And then in January, I will start over again with different concepts and stuff like that. So you're going to get probably another push of new videos from me here in the next couple months. Let me just say, I was going through a hard time in 2018 and 2019. I found YouTube. I found Grammy Karen's daughter and family, and just know they helped me find my love for gardening. Oh, Blue, that's so sweet. They inspired us too. We had been watching them for a really, really long time. And yeah, they've inspired us too. And it's nice. It's nice to have people like that.
All right.
But there doesn't need to be all this nastiness. And I have a feeling that it's because of everything that's going on in the world right now. People are just mean. And it's not just like online, though online it's bad. But it's when you're driving too. People are hostile, and people are mean and nasty and not forgiving, and heaven forbid you pass somebody. Like, they get offended and like you're trying to do something to them. Yes.
Yeah, I had somebody the other day, they were doing 30 miles an hour in the fast lane in the 35 zone. And I was about the third car to go around them, and all of a sudden they just mashed on it. And they were trying to keep anybody from passing them and stuff. And someone saw was up farther up, saw what I was doing this. They kept passing, playing games with people. They moved over into the fast lane in front of them, and everybody went by them then because they couldn't speed up. And but yeah, I mean, and then it was ridiculous. Like, dude, you were in the 55, you were doing 45.
Yeah.
In the 35, you're doing 30. Of course, people are going to pass you.
Huh. I don't remember them. I'm just like thankful that I got to meet some really awesome channels. Like, not personally, but you know, like Sherry had Roots and Refuge on, and Goldshaw Farm did a lot for them and stuff like that. So I felt like kind of behind the scenes, a part of that. When Goldshaw Farm was on the Today Show, I messaged, because I have Morgan on I had him on my Facebook. I messaged him right away. I'm like, I just saw you on Today Show. Congratulations. You know? So I get excited when it's somebody that I know. So it's exciting. Yeah, Morgan is great. And he's goofy. I'll never forget when he put up the electric fence at his place, and he put the electric fence part above his gate, and he walked through and forgot the cord was there, and he like fell backwards and choked himself out. Oh, he's goofy.
Prepstetter Bob.
What was it?
Prepstetter Bob and Mrs. P.
Oh, are they still doing videos, or I wonder when their last video was.
I'm going to do it and see they have put a link in here.
Did you see the night that he called in a pizza for 2 family during a live? No, I didn't see that one. Oh my gosh, that had to have been funny. Hey, Zombie, thanks for coming in, dude. What's up? I put my dog in the cage. I'm surprised she's not barking right now. But I put her in the cage because I was afraid that she was going to do something like terrible, like chew something. But I put her in the cage. Hello, Myra Page. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So, yeah, go ahead. Write in the side chat. Has anybody ever done something nasty to you over social media? And if they have, how did you deal with that? Go ahead and post in the side chat. Tell me what you think. Yeah.
The Self-Reliant Roadshow.
I just posted a new video today, and I have one coming out tomorrow. The short that I posted today, one was super goofy, and if you're only in our social circle, then you would only understand it. But I posted a picture of us watching Gil during lunch, which I thought was so funny because, yes, my husband does that while we're eating a lot. Hey, Green Granny, thank you for coming in, honey. And we watch Gil's prep for today. We got to know what it is. We got to. And yeah, one of them was chalk for your kids and how important it was to keep your kids busy. So we watched that. And we watched another one too. He's like, we forgot to watch this one. And now I can't remember it right now, Gil. But yes, we watched 2. So
Big Family Homestead has had the Self-Reliant Homestead show on them. I'm trying to find that, I think the Self-Reliant Home Show channel is gone. Because I've seen everybody talking about it from 4 years ago, but I can't find the channel itself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. You can grow really big hydroponically. I mean, you can grow big anyway. So I don't see a problem with that. That would be kind of cool. It would be a cooler aspect. So people do want to grow hydroponically. They can get their supplies from there, maybe get 10% off or something like that when we mention it. So I don't see what the problem with that would be a good thing. Hey, conservative living and democratic lifestyle. I think they quit doing videos because they were helping people and not getting expenses covered. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm like, I haven't been doing giveaways because of that. I'm not getting the money like I used to. And it's because of the gift memberships. A lot of people get gifts, but they don't continue with the membership. So they're getting everything that I have for free for the first month, and then they're not continuing. So that pushed a lot of my members away, membership. So, yeah, so I'm not getting the money like I used to. However, Gil, I have your lids. I'm mailing them out Monday. So
Okay.
you will be getting them. I have them in packages ready to go. So tomorrow, Monday.
Yeah, they took the channel down. I found that someone had a link posted in their thing. So the road show it deleted all their videos. Yeah, prep center, the whole thing's gone. Darn.
Yeah, I don't understand that, Andel. I think some people they need something to do. And Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all that is just, it's something for them to do. And I have lots to do around here. So YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram are not my usual top priority. And I get busy and I can't always be there. And I can't always make a comment when I want to. I try. But, so it's not my top priority. I have a farm. I plant stuff. I still haven't planted my garlic. The other day, I wore the huge gasoline backpack and blew all the leaves into my food forest. So I've been busy. So, I don't have time to sit on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and be mean to people. There's the link. You can come up. Hey, coach, I know, right? LOL. It's okay. Most of the time the chat took up for me. That's good. They should. Yeah. Thank you so much for continuing to be a member, Andel. That's really sweet of you. You're such a sweet person. And I'll never forget you using that drill to carve that pumpkin. Classic. Oh my. Oh, this is classic. I love it. There's Lois, the marshmallow.
There's Lois, the marshmallow.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Echoey.
Oh, there he is. Echoey.
Echoey.
Just to let you guys know.
I think he still has YouTube tab open.
Yeah. Just to let you guys know, I didn't do Poopaween this year, and I didn't do the seed swap this year. I plan on doing it next year. This year, I was just too busy with taking Fred to school and my life. So I will be doing it next year. I had several people ask me if I was going to do Poopaween this year. And I'll probably end up doing it next year. And the seed swap I can do anytime. So I might do that in January. I might switch it up. But I felt like I shouldn't be doing it right now. It just didn't feel right for me. So I'll probably do it next year. Let's see if he fixed it. Did you fix it, Lewis?
Did you fix it, Lewis?
Nope, he didn't.
I don't.
I love wintertime seed swaps. Yeah, I do too. It gets you more excited. It gets you more excited for things to come, Yeah. You're still finding pumpkin on your porch? That's funny. That is so funny. For those of you who haven't watched, you got to watch the Poopaween, the first season. I think the first season was the best season. I had Andal, Lisa from, God, what's the name of her channel? And I had Cosmic Cultivators. Oh, here's Shadow.
Better?
Oh, here's Shadow.
You're still echoing, Lewis. I'm sorry. But for those of you who didn't watch it, it's hilarious. I had Viper and Joe
Okay.
as my judges and my commentators, and
I
it was so funny. And Andel got on there and
kidding.
carving a pumpkin with her drill. It was so great. Yogi, thank you, Yogi Hollow Farm.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. I know her. I just couldn't remember her name.
A magnetic storm.
Yes, and I think the magnetic storm is messing with my mom's television because my mom's television was like stopped working tonight. the cable did, not her TV. And she called the cable company to see what was going on, and they said that it's been going out in the area. It's probably magnetic storms. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry I keep coughing, guys, but I get this in my throat. It's not going on. I'm losing my words.
Now, Lewis, you're just having some bad trouble with your phone.
I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh. What's going on with Shadow?
He was having a hard time hearing and seeing stuff as well.
Oh, that sucks. Hey, Sarah. Thanks for coming in, Sarah Boss.
Sarah!
For those of you who don't remember, we had a meetup over the summer, and we were lucky enough that Sarah Boss could come and join us and meet everybody. And we had a blast, and she really showed up her fishing skills and caught the most fish.
Now, I guess you're going to have another one this spring or summer.
Yes, I really want to. Mm-hmm.
With Dr. Paula coming down.
Yeah.
And there were several other people there in your the Ohio area that were volunteering. Other ladies go, girls' time. I'm like,
yeah.
So if any of the guys want to go, they got to hang out with Dustin.
Yeah. Yeah. Diggs caught the bass, Sarah. Yep. And it was a nice one. He caught a good one. But I was impressed. I couldn't even catch one fish, and Sarah caught all the bluegill, all of them. Oh, well, have a good night, Grammy Karen. It's good to see you in here. Thank you for coming in.
Night, Grammy Karen. Saying about bluegill brings back a memory from when I was a kid. I'm trying to remember which lake we were at, but I was a little kid. My dad was teaching me and my younger brother how to fish, and my sister and my older brother were out there fishing and stuff. And my sister is 10 years older than me, so she was probably about 16 or so, 17, put her feet over into the water. And she's there fishing out. She's going, ow, the bluegills are eating the hairs on my leg.
What? Really?
They were coming up and they were sucking the hairs on her leg.
Oh, my gosh.
Give us a 5 count there, Shadow.
Sorry, I gotta erase that heart because it blocks the messages. Well, if the guys have to hang out with Dustin off to the lake, yeah. Hey, I wanted to go fishing too, but I'm just not very lucky. I didn't catch anything. But you know what my problem is too? Is I'm very impatient. I'm like super impatient, and so if I cast my line out, and if I don't catch a fish within the couple minutes that I'm standing there, I move on. I can't just stand there. It drives me crazy. I have outfinished my husband for the last 20 years, every single outing. Wow.
Courtney?
Outfished. Yes.
Can you, on your side, adjust Shadow's volume?
Mm-hmm. What about now? Because I have his volume turned up all the way. Hey, Moon.
Shadow, can you say something?
It sounds like maybe he can't hear us either.
My mic.
Oh,
Your mic's working. Your mic is working. I can hear you.
fancy bait. Yep. I love to go fishing. We have a canoe, and we usually take the canoe out. We didn't this last summer, but we were really busy this last summer getting stuff together.
Yeah, I think he can't hear us.
Uh-oh. It could just be the storms.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, on Paula's, just before it started up, I made a comment about 10 minutes beforehand first, and then my internet went down. I called my daughter. She goes, our internet went down too. And just then the internet came back up. And then it started doing sporadic again later. And right now he's coming into the sun-facing side, so he's getting hit with the geomagnetic stuff harder right now. And
I'm just not patient. The one time I went out there, I was super excited. I caught my first walleye. I never caught anything other than a bluegill before, because I've only ever really fished in little ponds, and we went to a lake, and I caught a channel cat and a walleye. I've never caught those before, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I caught that walleye like right off the bat too. Yo, it's Kathy Bates. What's up, girl? Thanks for coming in.
One of the things that I grew up, we caught mainly bluegill and stuff, and then as it wasn't until after I got married that we were going up to the scout camp after they closed on Labor Day, and with my brother, who loves fishing. He took us downstream from the scout camp and set us all up with the number one lures, spinners, and the number two spinners and stuff. We caught a bunch of rainbow and German brown trout.
Oh, wow.
A bunch. And this is, you got to understand, this is on the North Fork of the Stanislaus River, which is big, huge monster boulders, about some of them as big as 30 feet across. And all these smaller boulders, something, you have this little pond area about maybe 20 feet wide and about 30 feet long, and a bit more boulders. And then we called it pond hopping. And so we'd fish for the one side, trying to catch them there. And if we caught fish and they stayed on the hook, you keep fishing. But if one got loose, they'd all disappear. We were convinced we take that as proof that fish talk to each other.
Wow!
Because as soon as one fish got loose, man, no more bites in that little thing. Go down to the next one, start hitting them. If one fish got off the hook, they would just disappear.
Huh? Maybe they have that underwater communication.
Yeah, it's like, and it was like. I think part of the problem is that there's also bears in the area. And so when the bear miss a fish, they all...
Right, yeah. Sarah, I think, are you talking about my mom, Sarah? If you are, she's doing really good. She's really busy as well with stuff going on in her life, so... Oh, I didn't tell everybody, I got a job, so I'll be working at my job next week. That'll be very interesting. I haven't worked in about 6 years. So, yeah. Yeah, I got a job.
Here's what I use for going fishing.
Job, so it's not too bad. Oh, nice.
I got my fishing license still on there. But let me pull off the favorite one here.
Well, I wasn't getting the money on my channel, and so I applied for a job where my mom works. My mom is the head of she basically rents a salon inside a nursing home. So I got a job being a server at a nursing home. This is a really high-end upscale nursing home. They have happy hour for these people. It's a high-end nursing home, and I will be serving in the dining hall. So, woo, look at that.
That's one of the spinners. Here's the one of the other ones.
Okay, I will, Sarah.
Used a bunch.
I'm really nervous. I'm having an anxiety attack about it, to tell you the truth, because I haven't worked in 6 years. So I'm kind of out of the loop. But I have fished in Lake Erie for years. I'm fishing off of TJE docks. My brother wants me on his boat. Nope, not for me. Oh, thanks, CR. Yeah. I mean, I love older people. I think this is gonna be great. I'm just gonna be serving them, bringing them their dinner in the dining hall. So it's an assisted living place. It's not actually a nursing home. However, the nursing home is on the other side, but I will be working in the restaurant. They have a restaurant in there with a chef and everything. And it's not going to be a steady position. They're just going to call me in when somebody calls off. So
that was my big hitter. That little one.
Huh, nice. Yeah, so I'm really kind of nervous about it. So I have to go in for my physical. I have to go in for a physical, and I have to do my first day next week. So I have to do a couple things next week. I told my husband, because the one thing I'm really concerned about is what if I get tired? Because I'm nervous about that, because I've been able to take a nap if I get tired or something's going on. I'm like, what if I get tired and I can't take a nap? I'm like, so it's like, that's causing me anxiety, I think, more than anything. So yeah.
Well, you'll find more being at work. There'll be other adrenaline and other energies keeping you up.
Yeah. Hey, Roberta, thanks for coming in, honey. Good to see you.
At least now I can hear you guys.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, because we can hear you muttering. Okay.
Yeah. So Shawnee, yeah, and it's only I can take them if I can work. If I can't work at that day, then that's fine. I told them I can only work 4 days a week. So 4 days a week between the hours that my son's in school. That's the only time I can work. So it's not huge, but.
Oh. The last time I actually went fishing
Yeah.
was in '95. California Department of Fish and Game license.
Kathy, that's so funny that you say that, because yes, I kind of figured that they're going to want to talk my ear off. Yeah, I did this interview. It was a group interview. This is kind of funny. My group interview was, we had to sit and play volleyball with the guests, indoor volleyball. And the indoor volleyball, we had to sit in our chairs. We weren't allowed to get up from our chairs. So we were sitting in chairs and throwing the beach ball. And that was my interview. Yeah. Yeah, it is by the hour. So. But yeah, it was kind of funny, the group interview.
I wondered where I put it. My Gerber fillet knife.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
I've
really
never seen a fillet knife like that, but
And this is
that's a really cool one.
This is sort of like a sponge-like handle on it. So when you get slimy and everything on it, you still maintain the grip.
Oh, that's good, Kathy. Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't tell him my name. Oh. Yeah, full tang fillet knife. Yep. Yeah, I've only ever seen the really long, skinny one. So.
Yeah. I'll put this off to the side and I'll hang it back up later.
Okay, there, Lewis. See his thing going, but I don't hear him. So.
He may have turned the volume down too much on his side.
No, it's all the way up. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Night, Joe.
Have a good night, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney, you'd love what maybe you wouldn't. Justin would love what my brother would do at scout camp. I mean, he was up there as a scoutmaster for, 15 years, taking troops up there. But he'd get up in the morning, before the sun was even thinking, take a couple of the scouts, and they'd hike down about a mile downstream, and they'd start fishing just as the sun came up. And they'd be back up in camp by breakfast time. And they would, so they go in, have breakfast, go back out the door of the mess hall over to the back of the kitchen, knock on the door, the head cook would come out, and they'd hold up all these fish.
Oh my gosh.
Cook would just smile. He'd
Wow.
take the fish, come back out, and hand them several steaks that were for staff.
Oh man.
Because the staff wanted fish for several years. They got tired of steak every week.
I love
and so
it.
he'd bring fish up to them, and they would trade the fish, the fresh fish, for the steaks. And so he'd go back, and his troop would have steak dinners that night.
Nice. Yeah, but I love fish. I love a good fish dinner with I don't care what it's with really, but yummy. Yeah, Sarah, they might be watching me on the big screen. I have no idea. I don't know where the cameras are. I don't know. I'm sure they have cameras and everything else. I'm just really, really hoping I'm over this cold thing by then. I'm going to start popping the vitamin D like you wouldn't believe here in the next few days.
All right. Vitamin D, vitamin K2, zinc, and the vitamin C.
Oh, okay. Well, I already got most of that, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
But, like the zinc, break it, if it's a big pill, break it in half and take it different times.
yeah.
I got little small zinc pills, so I take them 3 times a day.
Oh, man. Thanks for listening to me about, I basically was complaining about people on the internet, but I can't believe some people in their comments and what they do. It's just blows my mind, and what they say and what they do on social media. It's so ridiculous.
It's like someone else was saying, there is no accountability other than from the platform. And
Right.
they get up and they just start, if they wanted to say something into your face, they're going to tone it back because they might hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And so people now they don't have to worry about physical confrontation. So they say whatever's on their mind, and then they see someone else saying mean stuff, and they go, "Well, I can outdo that."
Yeah.
It's like those stupid challenges,
Right.
doing
Right.
dumb stuff.
Elderberry. I have elderberry tincture that I made, so yeah, I can do that. Yeah, so I got a lot of things I could take for this cold. I've just been drinking a lot of water. I've actually been drinking a lot of water. I found some lime juice that I put in my gin and tonics, and I've been putting it in my water. I really like water and lime together. It's just very quenching, I guess you would say.
Have you seen that the stuff like Crystal Light, but it's called True Lime and True Lemon?
Yeah, I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my oldest grandson who has the autism loves the lime and watermelon.
Oh,
Yeah, he loves to have that, for his water to drink over there.
nice.
So, but yeah, it's that stuff. I looked. That's one of the things I was changing up because I had been doing the Walmart's great value stuff until I found out number one ingredient, maltodextrin. Oh hell no anymore! I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at the other. My daughter said, "Try this. We just found this." And I read the ingredients on it. It's like, okay, it's all natural. And it lists out, the sorbic acid from the oranges or the sorbic acid from the lemons, and it's like, okay.
Okay, Juju B, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Love you too, girl. Thank you.
Take care.
But yeah, so I got plenty of stuff to take, and I'm gonna take it. I gotta really watch an antihistamine because it makes my dry eye worse. I just love this dry eye stuff. It's great. Not. But anyway, I'll probably be doing a garlic video. I'll probably be showing you guys what I did to the food forest this year already, and to build up more soil. So I got that going on. I'm going to add a lot more stuff to it next year, including thyme. I have like this creeping thyme that I love, and it smells so good. I'm going to put that through my food forest. After what I've been through with certain YouTubers, I'm pretty much done with them. Rarely watch homesteading videos anymore, and I've gone back to watching card making videos. Yeah, well, you got to do what makes you happy, and I completely understand. 100% understand you. I know why. Like I can relate. So yeah, it's been rough, but I'm not going to stop gardening. I've been gardening all my life, and to actually have this garden here, I built this. This is massive. I'm not going to stop gardening for anybody. So that's not going to happen. Whether there's YouTube or not, I'm not going to stop gardening.
In this day and age, with the price of the grocery store, I wouldn't stop gardening either. I'm trying to ramp mine up and get it going so I don't have to buy as much stuff.
Yeah. And even if you can create some kind of side dish that you always eat. Like for me, like I have a ton of green beans from this year. So that's a side dish. So I can like make mashed potatoes or something and green beans and meatloaf. Or, I have a free side dish, one that I created myself. I know what's in it. And that's the same with like my tomato sauce. If you can create one thing out of your meal, you're saving a ton of money. So I wish I would have bought, I wish I would have been more successful at potatoes because I would have canned a ton of potatoes. Somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true or not. It was in, because I was in the Rebel Canners chat. And they said that there was a bumper crop of potatoes this year. And since there was, they were like getting potatoes for really cheap and then they were canning them. So I might actually still do that. Get a bag of potatoes and can them. So right now is the perfect time to can and warm up the house. So
there's a local YouTube channel I just discovered up here because they posted on the local Facebook page. They were giving away back on the 2nd. They were giving away 40 bags of potatoes from the thing. They have 20. They have 2,800 acres, which they rotate between potatoes, alfalfa, and I believe they're doing sugar beets as well. So that's the standard 3 rotation up here. Let me see if I can get the right page here. Okay. So if I can get the light there. All right. So that's the bag sitting in the my daughter got one of the bags.
Nice.
That's looking into the bag. Size of those potatoes.
Big potatoes.
There it is next to my monstrous size 11 quadruple E boot. That's just one of the ones I grabbed off the top. There are some bigger ones down in the bag.
Wow, Lord, that is a big potato.
That's about 10 inches long. and my boot. So it's about that big around. I mean, it's huge. Those are baking potatoes.
Nice.
And so
Nice.
she got a big bag of those. And the company's saying that they may do it again. And so this next time, hopefully, I will be able to get up there and get a bag myself, and then I will have to do some pressure canning.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I want to get a big bag like that for sure. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Oh, I love you too. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for still being a member. I really appreciate it.
Her comment from her about up there, just above that.
I know, I read it. It was funny. But yeah, so when you can potatoes, it's like magnificent.
Yeah.
A canned potato that you do yourself, oh my gosh, they're just wonderful. And it's so easy. You can them and then you can just toss them in a frying pan or whatever right from the jar. It's awesome. And they taste wonderful. They're already like kind of pre-cooked, so it doesn't take very long to fry them up.
Or you can mash them.
Yeah.
And do all sorts of mashed potato dishes and stuff. I've told my daughter she needs to take up all of them, bake them, pick up, because these are so huge, pick a little bit lower temperature and bake them longer, then cut them in half, scoop most of the potato out, make a loaded mashed potato that the kids like with the ranch dressing in it, and then stick it back in there, and then put some bacon sprinkles on it, and serve it to the boys. But don't give them a whole half. Take it out there and cut them pieces of it. So, all right, here's one for you. You guys get more once you finish that, and just watch them go at it.
Yeah, you can. I used to fry mine, but the fry thing is like this year, or when I do can more potatoes, I'm not going to blanch them for very long. My issue is I followed the recipe exactly, and I blanched them for. I think that recipe called for like way too long, so I'm just basically going to dip them in some hot water and then can them, because when I did blanch them for the time that the Ball Blue Book said, I almost had like mashed potatoes at the bottom of the jar. So I'm not going to do it for as long this time. When you can like that, you can kind of mess around with the recipe a little bit and figure out what works for you. And for me, this next time will definitely be not as long on the blanching. You ever wonder why they call it canning when we use jars? I asked my dad that when I was a kid. He didn't know.
Because originally they were using cans for certain things, and mainly for the British Royal Navy. And then some figured out how to, the process is still called canning, but they're using jars for it. And Mr. Kerr created the canning jar lid, and and it took off as far for home use. And so they're still called, because the process was calling canning in the metal cans with the lead solder on it.
Right.
And so
when they first started canning, they realized that the jars were giving people lead poisoning. So they came up fast with another way of canning. And when they did that, they found that jars were better. And I think there was something else before the jars, and I can't remember. I used to have like a little video that I showed on the Blue Ribbon Canning Show, and now I really can't think of it right now. I used to have a picture of it. It was like an old jar, a really tall one that they used to use, and then they slowly had moved into what we know now as the canning jars. So
And speaking of rebel canners, metal cans came second. Because I know before they, the metal. This is I know what they were doing for the. I mean, I've read a big historical article on the Royal Navy, the British Royal Navy, and they were doing salted meat and salted this, salted that, so much salt and stuff. And then they had only so much stuff like the carrots, which would keep keep below deck for longer than some stuff. And they start crockery. Okay, that may have been it. And then they went to some crockery. But then one of the guys there in down with the got a contract with the Royal Navy to can stuff in cans. But the problem was they were using lead solder to seal the cans.
Yep.
And that had problems.
I was trying to see if I still had those pictures, but I don't have them anymore.
Big Matt's in the house now too.
Ah.
And so yeah, I mean, there was also a problem. It took there was so much problem trying to find a solder that didn't have lead that would seal the cans and stuff before they did the knurling on the top and stuff. And that's where the jar canning process took off so big. Yeah, it's the jar canning. Jar canning.
Lewis is still
from Mr. Kerr, Kerr, long before Ball, and so.
Yeah, I have a lot of Kerr jars, and I have a lot of Atlas jars.
I wonder if Lewis has the auto under the video, the audio part. Under the video, the audio part. Still doing it. Go in there and look for the auto canceling, and make sure the auto echo canceling is on.
Yeah, that could be a problem too.
Yeah, just click on that little down arrow next to the mute and bring up the and make sure echo canceling is on.
Now I'm hearing something else. It is a lot of feedback.
I'm just hearing it slightly. Okay, it stopped. Now I hear it a little bit again.
There's a lot of weird electronic stuff going on tonight. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen a Suspicious Observers video from this morning, you need to watch that one, because he was showing all the stuff. And yesterday evening, he had the one on the Indral spiral, showing how the tracking the CME and the geomagnetic waves from the sun coming in from the storm and stuff coming over. And right now we got a big, what's the word? He basically it covers the equator, sunspot, not sunspot, the coronal hole going across. And that's kicking out a lot of geomagnetic storm stuff. But that's supposed to be hitting us in another 8 hours or so. It's really fast. We were getting some of the protons ahead of it, but we had that M-class solar flare that flared off yesterday. Or that's hitting, or yesterday or the night before that's hitting us now.
Yep.
Lewis, you might check to see if you have another YouTube tab open that you need to close.
That happens a lot too. It's sometimes hidden and you don't know it.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll open up two YouTube tabs when you're trying to open up the streaming software.
All right, guys. Oh, a star! Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Star. Good to see you.
Mayor.
Maybe I'll find out on Tuesday. I have a feeling that Dustin's going to beat me. Curtis is going to beat me out.
Oh no!
Because he's more well known in here and stuff. And thing is, I've been planning this for 4 years, and he just decided, a couple months ago, he's like, "Well, I'm going to run for city council," and he changed his mind at the last minute, said he was going to run for mayor. And then he talked to me. I go, yeah, I've been planning this for 4 years. He goes, oh, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
No. So if he wins this time, then in 2 years I'm going to run for city council. But if the current mayor was still running, Curtis wouldn't have run for it if the current mayor was still running. And then because I had a whole thing just all lined up to say, hey, we don't want this guy for mayor. This is what you guys need to go watch these videos and what he says in these videos at city council meetings. And then that would have been, I would have had a landslide victory on that one. But now I found out who the third person running is. The third person is somebody that's been trying to get the city council to do stuff for him because, oh, I should be special because I am deaf and mute and I can't communicate easy. And I want all the special stuff here. I want you guys to approve an extra building on my property for the so I can use it as a school for my kids, and stuff. And they're all going, that doesn't meet county ordinances.
Yeah.
And he thinks that if he's mayor, he can just pass stuff through.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, city council will say, no, you don't get you're not like the president. You can't do an executive order.
Right.
There's no, mayors are not allowed, don't have that power. That's a special thing for federal government and state governments. But yeah.
Yep.
He has too many people not liking him because he complains about everybody.
Oh, gotta love it. There's something I was going to ask you. No, I don't. Oh, your grandson that you said is autistic. Does he have problems eating food?
Does he have a problem eating food?
Yeah.
Okay, he loves hamburgers. He hates loose hamburger.
Okay.
He doesn't like chicken at all. But like today, I made a quesadilla for him with the chipotle hot sauce all over it. And he snarfed and he came back and goes, more. He loves hot sauces. He loves salsa and chips. He loves plain chips. He doesn't like chips with the melted cheese on it right now. He used to. He used to really love hot dogs. Now, when I fix him a hot dog, he'll say mustard and whatever he wants on it. And he pulls the hot dog out, sets it to the side, and starts eating the bun with the mustard on it.
Fred is like the most pickiest eater ever, and I have the hardest time getting him to eat anything.
Yeah.
So I wondered how you got him to eat.
Well, there's certain foods that he used to like, and he's kind of turned away from. Others, it's like, oh, I like salsa. Yes, more salsa. Yeah, as he's learning it, as his vocabulary is increasing, it's more stuff. I mean, today my daughter brought him over because he was saying grandpa's house, grandpa's house, grandpa's house. So I said, all right, bring him in. And he spent 4 hours here, and he didn't ask me to put on a video, which is unusual. And he was doing a bunch of drawings and stuff. And he does stick figures with good facial expressions, colors the hair on it,
nice,
and does stuff like that, and he also writes on it. Of course, he's just started writing backwards. He'll write, it's mainly two. He'll write TWO, TO, and TOO backwards, and it'll be like it'll be OWT AND TOOT or OT.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I showed my daughter what he wrote, and she goes, I'll have to talk to them at school, find out if he's doing that at school now.
Yeah.
But what's funny is, on the piece of paper he wrote it on, he said it, and then he held it up backwards to the light, and so it was showing, so he was reading it right.
Oh.
So he's writing it backwards and then reading it right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if he watched something where they did that, like something in code or like, you know what I mean? And he was just trying.
Like the Work It Out Wombats, or one of the TV shows that they like to watch over there. he might have seen him doing something like that on there.
Yeah. So he's just really into it.
Yeah. The other thing that's interesting about him now lately is when I would play Big Hero 6 with the it has the one song in it. I can't remember the name of the song, but basically when they start building everybody's suits for them, we could be immortals. Yeah, we could be immortals. The three younger boys would get up and dance to it. We could be immortals. Yeah, they're out there dancing stuff, and he wouldn't dance. Last week, they were grumbling, I don't want to get up and dance. He was up there that starts dancing. And then another video comes on with a different song in it. He's up there dancing to it. And the youngest one got up there and danced with him. And it was like, but the number 2 and 3 wouldn't dance. No, Eli's dancing. We don't want to dance.
That's interesting. Yeah, he could be dyslexic, or he could just be being goofy. You know, he could be.
But the thing is, he's not writing all the words dyslexic. It's 2, 2, and 2.
Interesting.
And the other words he's writing right. And, or, son, boy, everything else is right. It's those 3 words he's doing backwards. Because I guess he holds up and he'll read the other words and then he'll read the ones he did backwards. And so when he holds it up, he's reading it right. It shows it right. So as far as
we're 99% sure that Fred is autistic, but we haven't had him tested yet. We have to wait.
Okay, he may not be.
Oh, sorry, Gil. I'm sorry, Gil. You're being blocked out.
I'm being blocked out?
Oh, wait, no, you're fine now. Okay.
Okay. Because I didn't disappear off of here. Oh, I see myself froze over there. Okay, yeah. So there's a big spectrum on it. And besides autism, there's Asperger's and something else. Varying degrees. And my oldest son is on the Asperger's spectrum. But his Asperger's is mainly social interaction.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like to touch, doesn't like to shake hands. We enrolled him in a special after-school activity thing where they're playing games. He loves games, board games, card games, video games, whatever. And as part of the thing, they all had to either bump fist or bump elbows. Oh. And so they finally got him he finally started doing the bump elbows. But when he got into online computer games, I can't remember they're multiplayer games and they're going around attacking the demons and stuff. Also, we heard him laughing like we've never heard him laugh before.
Oh, wow.
So, and he has these friends that he's, connecting with, but through the side chat, but he's never actually seen them.
Yeah.
And he knows the names, and he picks out the personalities from the names, and he's there. This one's an idiot. This one's great. This one's that. This one's that. And he knows all their personalities, and he interacts more with the ones he likes. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, but Ansel, my son, food is definitely an issue. Yeah. Sometimes he'll like it. Like, okay, this week he hates bananas, but on a normal basis, he loves bananas. But his main food of choice is yogurt and goldfish. Mm-hmm. He won't eat any vegetable. Like, I can't get him to eat a vegetable or any protein, hardly at all.
The veggie sticks. They're like their puffs and stuff. Veggie sticks, puffs. Try getting a small bag of that and see if he likes it. They like the ranch one and the sour cream and onion one.
Oh,
the boys over there did.
Have to test it out and see. Yeah. I think he's had them before, but I don't know. But it's off and on with stuff with him. Like one day he'll love it, and the next day he'll hate it, and then he'll never eat it again. Like he loves the applesauce in the packet and the pouches, and then now he won't eat them. He won't eat them. I'm like, I just bought a whole little thing of them, a case of them, because I thought you liked them. And now I have a case in the refrigerator and he won't eat them. So it's very off and on.
Yeah, one of the things
That
with
makes me feel better. Appreciate it.
Eli likes his toast. Not just toast. He likes toast. He likes toasted bagels. He likes muffins. Oh, he loves Thomas's muffins.
Yeah, English muffins.
And my wife got up here and was getting him to, when she got him to like muffins, she sang a little song to him. Yeah. Muffins and watch you go pop, pop, pop out of the toast. Pop. Yeah, and he go in there into her back in the office back here and you go pop, pop, pop. Oh, you want muffins? Okay. And she'd go up and make him muffins when she's here. And he likes it with butter on it. He will sometimes he'll like it with strawberry jam on it, but he prefers just butter sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he'll surprise and say jam.
There for a while, I was making Fred toast all the time because he loved it, especially with strawberry jam. But then he got sick of it, and now I can't give it to him anymore. Like, he won't eat it.
Well,
it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, that's one of the things we do is we try to break it up. When he was eating a lot of toast, and I realized he was all of a sudden he started eating a little bit less. So I said, no toast today. You want a bagel? And my daughter had some bagels and some cream cheese in it, so I smeared cream cheese on it. The more cream cheese I put on it, the more he will act. If I put just a little on it, he'll just scrape the cream cheese off and not eat much of the bagel at all. I put a lot of cream cheese on it, he'll eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
it's so complicated. And I try to give him healthy meals. Like when I cook, I will give him little dabs of what we have. Like I'll give him little spoonfuls on a plate so he can try it. Yeah. So, and he loves shredded cheese, but he doesn't like cut cheese and he doesn't like cheese sticks. So what I will do typically, if the meal matches the cheese, I will put a big pile of shredded cheese on top to try and get him to eat the food that's underneath.
Yeah.
It's just so complicated. Like
cheese sticks.
He hates it.
No. Mozzarella shredded cheese sticks.
Oh.
And you what you do is you before you don't show them the whole stick. You shred it out so it's like the grated cheese and stuff. And if he likes the mozzarella, then the next time you make it a little bit thicker, to break apart.
And I love to hear that because Fred's not talking. So I'm really, really hoping eventually he does talk because he does say things. He's slowly getting it, and he is, but it's not full-blown conversation. And I force him sometimes to talk, like especially when I go and pick him up from school and I have him in the back seat. He sucks his thumb, and we're trying so hard to get him to stop sucking his thumb. And I say, "Take out your thumb, talk to me," And I'd be like, "How was your day?" And I have to say it like at least 4 or 5 times. I'm like, "How was your day?" And he'll whisper. He'll be like, "Good." And I'm like, I didn't hear you. Can you speak a little bit louder? And, I'm like, I try to encourage him to speak louder because I'm like, I couldn't hear you. I know he said it, but it wasn't loud enough, And so I try to have a conversation. I was like, "So how was your day today? Oh, who did you see? Did you make any friends at school?" I try to have conversation with him. Sometimes I get an answer, sometimes I don't. And but it's good to know that your grandson talked later on, and that's really good. So I'm hoping that Fred does with more speech therapy.
Yeah, that's the kids go for speech therapies on Mondays and Fridays. And this school year, the 2 older boys, they've had to because they shifted them from afternoon school to morning school, and so they moved into Tuesday night for their speech. Friday there's no school here, so they're doing that. But they have, Eli has started, he started words, he started doing the echoing communications and stuff. Like, it's like toast, pizza, and he respond. Sometimes he respond to all of them. Sometimes he respond to the one he wanted. Then he's learning to respond to the one he wants. And now he just says pizza, muffin. He come up and he'll say, the one word thing what he wants.
Sometimes I think Fred's being a smartass because I'll tell you why. Because Will say, "Hey, he wants something to drink. So we'll make him tell us what he wants." And I'll be like, "So, what do you want to drink?" And he'll say, "So, what do you want to drink?" Instead of saying, his favorite drink right now is orange drink. He loves orange, anything orange. And I'm like, "So, what do you want to drink?" And he'll repeat what I say, but he won't say the drink, even though I know he knows how to say it.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes I think he's being a smartass.
How old is he?
He's 5. He's going to be 5. And
Eli went through the same thing where he was just, he wasn't being a smart ass. He's just being stubborn because he knows you want him to say something, but he doesn't want to figure out what it is. And if he is on the spectrum, it's part of there is a disconnect. He knows one thing, and sometimes it's like I can tell with Eli he's struggling to get the right word.
Yes, he's taken after Dustin.
And when he doesn't want to struggle say the right word, he echoes. So
does he have comfort stuff you can hand him in the car after school? See, yeah, he has, but he doesn't stop sucking his thumb. And sucking his thumb is not something autistic or anything like that. I literally have ultrasound pictures of him sucking his thumb, in my womb. So he's just done it since birth, and it's so hard to get him to stop.
Does he like hot foods?
Yes.
He likes hot salsa.
He likes salsa. He loves Mexican food. He likes stuff with spice.
So the Tabasco on the thumb ain't gonna work.
No, I don't think so. And it's funny because he does like jalapeno. Like, I'll share, like, my favorite popcorn is the Cheetos jalapeno cheddar. I rarely get it, but I love it. That's my favorite. So every once in a while I'll get a bag of that and we'll share it. And it's kind of spicy. And he devours it. He loves it.
Yeah, because I like, Eli loves when I make quesadillas. He doesn't like when his dad makes quesadillas because his dad refuses to put the Tabasco chipotle on it.
Oh, well.
And his dad doesn't like to toast the bagels for him.
Mm.
But he loves toasted bagels. He doesn't like untoasted bagels. At least I think that's the way it goes.
Sounds like his dad's being difficult because if your kid likes that, why don't you just make that for your kid instead of being lazy and not doing it?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we found out on it that there is a higher percentage of autism comes from the father than the mother's side.
Mm.
And he has said several times, it's your fault he's autistic. Oh, my wife jumped down his throat the one time and said, "You go look up the stats. It comes from you, not her."
That is like really abusive.
Yeah.
That is really mean to say that because
he's a narcissist.
Because I'm sure when your daughter was pregnant, she did everything she could to have a healthy baby.
Yep.
So that's really, really mean to say that. That's not nice at all. That would like really bother me. In fact, I'd probably leave over that comment because that would be not good for me.
We've hoped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carissa said, if she wants to leave him, either A, they'll boot, we'll boot him out of the house, and Chris will go ahead and retire right then and come up here
to help take care of the kids.
And we'll get jobs up here to help her take care of the boys.
Well, but she probably doesn't want you to do that because she's a good kid and she doesn't want to put an extra strain on her parents.
Oh, I walked in the house one time and she screamed at me, not realizing it was me walking in. I want a divorce. I said, good, it's about time.
Oh, Lord.
And she goes, oh, Dad, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. I said, it's about time. I said, did your mother tell you that we will help, she'll come up here if you do that? She goes, no. Talk to her.
Oh.
You have that option.
That's probably really hard for her, though. You have the kids and you want to keep your family unit together, and it's probably really hard for her.
Yeah. But as far as what Eli likes to eat and doesn't like to eat, he loves bananas. He'll eat apples if I cut him. He's gotten to the point where he's not like the other three. Other three will go in there and they steal apples all the time.
Yeah.
They eat about 5 bites and they throw it under the couch or under one of the chairs.
Fred, he'll eat one. He'll act like he wants to eat one. He won't eat the pieces. He likes a full-on apple.
Yeah.
And it's so cute because when we were outside and we had all those apples, he'd go and pull them off the tree. I'd have to run over them to real quick to inspect to make sure there was nothing going on with it. But he loved it. He'd just pull them off the tree and start eating them. And I'm like, that is so cool. I get happy about stuff like that because that's not something he would normally do.
Yeah.
So, and he loves apples. And so, yeah, but he won't eat them if they're cut up. And the ones from McDonald's, like that come in the Happy Meal, he won't eat those either.
Yeah. Eli will eat he will eat the sliced ones I'm doing because I got him over to the kitchen counter and I was cutting them up for his brothers, and I cut a couple up for his brothers and gave them to him. I go, do you want some slices too? How big do you want it? When I asked him how big you want it, all of a sudden I had his attention. And he went like this, like he wanted, so I cut a real thin one and he started taking little thin ones like they were chips.
Yeah. Yeah, Diggs. I think it makes him feel like a big kid or something. Makes him feel like he's a big boy for eating an entire apple like that. I don't know.
What I would love to do though, even for the other ones, I need to get an apple core press thing where I can just push it through and take all the seeds and stuff out of it.
Yeah,
I have tried eating the seeds, and you don't want them eating the seeds.
No. And
so if I do that, then I can, all right, you guys want one? Here you go. Or you want a half one? Here's a half one. And I can break that up that way. You get it cored quickly and easy.
Yeah.
But Eli.
Night, Diggs. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, Diggs.
Take care, Diggs.
Eli has certain things he absolutely loves. What I've got to get my daughter to do with him, and I did it with the boys this last week, and they went absolutely nuts over it. I got the small size tortillas, and I'll sprinkle lightly on it, cover about 2/3 of it with cheese, toss it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. So the cheese starts to melt. I'll take a hot dog, put it in there for the 17 seconds so it's nice and warm. Put it on there on the tortilla, offset to one side just a little bit, and roll it up tightly. Oh. Put the whole thing back in the microwave for another 10 seconds. Take it out. Fold the bottom end up on it. That way I offset it, so I fold the bottom up. I hand it to the boys. First time, the two younger ones snarked at me. Ooh, cool. Hot dog. Ooh, yeah, this tastes great. The middle boy, the number 2, Aiden, at first he was like, and goes, and he had 2 that time. He wound up eating 2
because he figured out they were good.
Yeah, Eli wasn't here at the time. Eli was at a doctor's appointment that day. I had the 3 boys. I'm trying to get her to try it with Eli, but she keeps forgetting. And I didn't think of it today when he was over here because I knew he wanted the tortilla. I knew he wanted quesadilla. I could just tell just the way he was acting because he went over and dropped the paper plate next to me. It's like he wants quesadilla. So I got to see if I can get him to eat the hot dog in the cheese. Now, if he has just a plain cheese quesadilla that my daughter or her husband makes, he peels it open and eats the cheese out of it.
Oh.
However, when I give it to him and he knows I made it, he picks up the pieces and he eats it because he knows there's hot sauce in there.
Oh.
And he will eat it. and he'll eat it faster than I do. So, yeah, sort of like pigs in a blanket. We call it a hot dog roll up because you're rolling it up in a tortilla, not in a pancake.
Yeah.
And
There for a while, I didn't have bread or anything, so I was wrapping my hot dogs in tortillas, and it was delicious.
Oh yeah, it is. It's fantastic.
And you don't have all that extra bread.
Yeah, even without the cheese in it, it's good. Especially if you preheat the hot dog about halfway, put it in the microwave, roll it up, and heat it up the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Some of the juices get into the tortilla, and it's just a different flavor.
Right.
And it's a very good flavor. But I just got to get Eli to try it. Now I may have to put hot sauce on his hot dog in it. So, but
really chow down then.
if he likes the hot dog with the cheese on it, great. If he doesn't, but he likes the hot dog with the cheese and the hot sauce, perfect.
Sorry, CR. But thank you for saying that stuff, Andal. It makes me feel good about my son. Like, I just, when he's so young, you think about all the negative stuff, and it's just very frustrating,
Yeah.
So
the one thing my wife hasn't tried yet that worked on Alex, my oldest son, was taking a bagel and opening up the jar of the 4-cheese pasta sauce, smearing that on the bagel, sprinkling some cheese on it, toss it in the toaster oven, bagel pizza.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. There, you're good. You're back on. Sorry, Shadow. I don't know if I like Cheez-Its. I've never given them to him. He really likes goldfish, and I can buy those in bulk in those big things, so that's what I get. And the Cheez-Its don't come like that, so I've never given him that. So, but it's worth it. I will try it, anything. But I just want to get him away from crackers because that's the only thing he eats. And he really loves those butter crackers or something, like that. Yeah. And he eats crackers.
The Townhouse butter crackers?
Yes.
The Keebler butter cracker? Yeah. Have you tried Triscuits?
I think so. I don't think he likes them.
Triscuits with cream cheese. Does he like cream cheese?
Yes and no. It's very strange. This is funny, right? I love the everything bagel seasoning and the cream cheese on the peppers. Mm-hmm. I do that for a snack. Well, if I have that, he'll take his little teeny fingers and scrape all the cream cheese off with the everything bagel seasoning and eat the cream cheese, not the pepper. But if I put cream cheese on like toast or on a bagel, he won't eat it. What a weirdo.
Did you put that other seasoning on it on the toast or the bagel?
Yeah, I've done that before too.
And he won't do that. Touch that.
It's just very hit or miss, very strange. And even as teachers, like this is another thing. So we've had to buy him. We preload his card for school for his lunches. So we put in extra money so he can get breakfast because he loves most breakfast foods. Sorry, like he loves waffles. Mm-hmm. But there's sometimes he doesn't eat at all. So if he can have breakfast, so he can get one or the other at school because his teachers are like, there for a while was packing his food and he wasn't eating anything at all. And the teacher's like, well, we could try this. So now we pay for his breakfast and his lunch, and I pack him a lunch.
Yeah.
So he has something to eat. And sometimes he comes back and I can see that he's only ate a yogurt and all of his goldfish. And that's it.
Yeah. I know when Eli goes out with his worker, she'll take him into Idaho Falls. They'll go to the museum. They'll go around different things. Megan makes a butter sandwich and a peanut butter and jam sandwich. The last time, was it Friday? I think it was Friday. when she brought him back, I had all the boys over here, so she brought Eli over here, stayed with him for another hour, worked with him here with the brothers, and interacting with his brothers to control the hugging around the throat of his younger brothers. And she left, and she emptied out his little backpack and put the sandwiches on the counter. As soon as she was gone, Eli walked over, picked up one of the baggies, and brought it over to me.
Oh.
So sometimes he eats with her. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to eat with her. That he knows the food's there, but he doesn't want to eat with her. As soon as she's gone, and he hugged her and everything when she was gone, don't type thing, As soon as she was gone, about 2 minutes later, he walked over, picked up, and brought me the Ziploc to open it up for him.
Oh, because they wanted to eat with you, or he just wanted to eat
he wanted what was in there, but he wanted to eat by himself.
Huh.
And so as soon as he opened up, he walked into the other room, sat down at the table, and ate.
Interesting. Very interesting. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I just give him what I think I can give him, and I gotta sneeze. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Maybe not. Thought I had to sneeze. Maybe not. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the chat because I'm like, I've started to get super stuffy, and I just need to go to bed.
2 hours.
Yeah, so we made it 2 hours. Thank you
2
guys
hours, 6 minutes, 47 seconds.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for all the super chats. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for supporting my channel and what we do here. I really appreciate it. And we will see you Wednesday night. And y'all have a good night. Thank you guys for coming up on panel with me. And we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
You're most welcome.